Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. Make sure to hit that subscribe button down below so you don't miss out when I post new and always going to be free art videos for you. Today we're going to be drawing a dog. I'm pretty sure you already saw that from the title, but we are going to be making a dog. I had laryngitis, so my voice is a little bit weird, but try to ignore it and enjoy the video. So grab your sketchbook, grab a pencil and markers if you want to color it in at the end, and yeah, let's get started. You're going to see that we've got kind of a little bit of a curved straight line right in there. So that's what I want you to do. I want you to come over here, draw kind of just a barely curved straight line. And it needs to come up just a little bit on both sides. I'll give you a second to finish that. Just one straight line that's a little bit curved. All right, so once you have that done, we're going to come maybe up to about this point right here. And so I'm going to connect that line. Just want to bring it up just a little bit more. So you want to bring it from here, and then you just want to kind of curve it out just a little bit. And then bring it straight up. Out a little bit and then back up. Then we're going to stop right there. And that's where the ear begins. So we want to bring it out. Kind of a slanted line. And then you want to start curving it back in. And then this dog has a point in his ear. So if you're welcome to change this based on your dog or your preferences. But I've drawn the line out, in, out. It's kind of like a little bit of a zigzag. So now I'm going to go ahead and I want to make this pretty wide. So from there, I'm going to draw a line that's almost straight. It's almost straight, but it's not quite straight. So it's just a bit of a slanted line that comes out just to about that point. And then it comes straight back out and a flat line just straight out like that. So as you can see, the next step is going to be to take it from that point right there. And let's see how I'm erasing a good amount here. I'm erasing a good amount. It's part of art. Even somebody who's been doing art since they were 3 years old is going to make mistakes, okay? So I'm going to start from here, and then I want to draw a straight line out. It's not exactly straight, but it's very straight up. So then once you get to there, then it just kind of curves back in, like so. So maybe from there to there. And if you're thinking, oh, this is so ugly, I don't like how that looks, this is just our outline. There's going to be fur covering this whole dog. And so we are definitely going to just think it'll be so much more smooth once you just add a little bit of fur. We're making very pointed lines, but we'll be able to round it out much more when there's fur on this dog. So just don't worry about that for now. So from that point, just kind of naturally brings it to an up incline and then back down. And right about there, I'm going to come back up. Just like we did in stop. Let's try that over here. So the line comes down pretty straight. Pointed, and then it kind of comes out, and then it just rounds back up, straight back up, just like that. And I actually want to make my ear a little bit longer, which is okay, so I'll just do that. And there we go. Without even doing too much effort, we've made both of the ears for the dog. Now we're going to work on the outline of this dog before we work on the details, and so you're welcome to do it a different way. That's the way that I'm going to be working today. So I am now brought to kind of the shoulders and the chest. So if you come over here, you're going to notice that it's very straightforward. Just straight out, down, straight out, down. It's a little bit like a mountain if you turn it this way. I think you can see it, so you just want to make 2 little peaks. So I'm going to practice that right now. I'm going to hold my pencil closer to the back, so it's going to look something like this instead of this, because for this part, I want to draw really lightly, so I'm going to hold it back because that's going to help me draw even lighter. So I'm going to draw a line that comes out, straight out, like that. And then it's going to curve and make a little point. You don't want it to be too sharp, but the point then comes back and slowly comes in. And then from there, it's actually going to curve back out a little bit. And now we've gotten to the puppy's paw. Hey guys, I'm terribly sorry that you couldn't see the puppy's paw. My camera did not go down enough, but just listen for a second and then I'm going to reteach you how to do it. I just want you to listen as I illustrate what I was doing, and you can see it just a little bit, but just wait and you'll be able to see what to do, and I'll show you a little bit. So for this paw, the paw is actually going to make a line that comes out in the back end, like letter C. Then you want to go nice and straight. And then you're going to bring it back up. It doesn't actually curve too much, but I'm actually going to draw maybe 1, 2, 3 lines there. You know, draw C, and then it comes down and then back up. And then just 3 little lines. Like, same down here. You can see it. It's just down and then back up. And then 1, 2, 3. So for our next step, we want to make sure that we're making this thick enough, but not too thick. So I'm going to just draw a line that comes straight up. And it's actually just going to get a little bit thicker as we go up. Then you want to curve your line in and then stop it. Straight up and then curve to your right or to the shoulder. Now we're going to do the same on the other side.
So we're going to make another shoulder that comes out, and down. So one coming straight out, and then straight down.
And we kind of need to look at this one. Let's look at our photo again. Okay, so for this one, we go out and down. Then we just go out. So let's try that again. So we go out, and then we just go straight until we kind of branch out just a little bit. And then we come fully out. And then there you go. That's how you do that part right there. Just a nice and gentle scoop. Kind of like a coffee mug. Okay, so we made our scoop, and then for this one, we need to come out just a little bit more for the shoulder, and that one too curves in. So for his belly, actually right about here, we're just gonna draw a line that goes like that. Now I know what you're thinking, this doesn't look much like a dog, but that's because we're not done yet. We're actually gonna follow this line here just a little bit more, just a little bit. And this is going to be probably pretty easy at this point. What we're going to do is we're going to come out, make a line that comes out. Then you need to bring it in. And I actually made that line a little bit long. So I'm just going to erase it. I'm going to go out and then bring it in. And then I'm going to make a line that comes straight out. And then it needs to curve like a little scoop. It's going to hide behind there. Now this is his back paw. So I'm going to do maybe just 3 little things there. And boom, we've just made his back paw. Now as you can see, I've experimented with some different options. But I've landed on one that I think is going to be pretty fun. So we're going to make a line that comes out. Actually, maybe a little bit less than that. So it just kind of comes out like this, straight line out, and it kind of curves, and it comes down and back. So almost like a circle with a point, kind of like an egg looking thing. And I want to make a line that comes up to a curve, down and curved. I'm going to do that again. Up to a point, and then kind of down. So those look like nuts to me. And this is his back. This is the back of his paw. So we're going to come back, and we're actually going to do the details in the face. Let me just set you up to see the face. Okay. So the first thing we want to do is make his eyes. And so I'm going to take you over here really fast. We're going to practice drawing. So his eyes are just a little line, straight, kind of a curved line, and then they dip, a big dip, and then they come straight back. Let's see if we can't mimic that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a line that comes maybe a little bit straight out with a little curve, big ball down, and then it just kind of comes back right there. And they're maybe 2 fingers apart, so I'm just going to mark a little line right there, my other finger. Just place 2 fingers down there, and then mark a line on the other side of your 2 fingers, and that's how far apart they should be. And I'm going to draw a line that goes down. They're kind of like beady eyes, and it comes down and then back up. So those are your eyes. Not a complete circle, but kind of circle-ish. I want to make a line that kind of comes out right about here. And I know he's looking a little bit creepy, but we're just going to, inside there, I'm really fast, just going to color in the whole thing, just so that doesn't look too creepy. Then I want to draw a big circle for his nose. Kind of like an oval, actually. Now I want to come down here, and what I want to do is make a little curved line that comes up, and a small line that comes down. That's all we're doing for the mouth. Just that right there. So I know it looks a little bit funny, but that's how it's looking. And now I'm going to go ahead and pick out a color to color my dog. There's so many different colors that you could choose from, so just pick which one you like best. So I thought I would explain the technique I'm using. I'm basically making really huge circles. You'll see that when I get to his stomach. And just some weird out-of-place lines. And then I'm going to color straight lines over top of that. And the reason that I'm doing that is because it adds a lot of texture to it and a lot of movement, and as you can see, it just adds a lot of depth to it. That way you can really tell. Voiceover mode, but I thought I'd switch over here as I'm coloring this in to say that maybe if you have a black dog or a very dark dog, for instance, I chose a dog that was very light because it would be very easy to see the tones in this dog and to see where the dog is very dark in spots and to really see the outline. But I totally understand that plenty of you guys likely do have dogs that are not that color. Some of you, I know people who have black dogs. I know people who have really, really dark grayish dogs, you know? And so if you do, my suggestion for you would be to not color it in as black, but to color it in as maybe a very dark gray or some color like that, because it will be a little bit less harsh. And you can use black for the eyes. And it'll just look, you'll be able to see more of, like, for instance, I know I explained my little circle technique. You'll be able to see that technique where you can see all the layers inside it. If only you do that, that's all you gotta do. Just use a darker gray or something. That way it's just not pure black. Okay, and as always, you have options. So I'm going to go ahead and add some Easter eggs since we're closest to Easter and beside this little puppy, but you, of course, do not need to. I have a video on drawing Easter eggs that is on my channel, and I will have it linked down below if you are interested in learning different textures and fun patterns for Easter eggs. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one, so stay tuned because my videos are always in the uploading process. So bye!